Hello and happy Monday. Today I am going to get to the floor for a core workout. I attempt to make most of my workouts accessible for most. So you'll see options. Please make sure you're doing the options that work for your body. There's no one exercise that works for every single body. And you'll find that some exercises work for you and some don't. So please make sure that you are modifying to do what works for you. And if the floor is not something that works for you, go back to my seated core video. I have a bender ball today. Some of you may have a ball. If you don't have a ball, it's okay. You don't have to have it. You could use a pillow between your knees, or you don't have to use the ball at all. I'm just going to set it aside for the moment. I'm going to go down onto the floor, and hopefully you can see me. I will start with my hands up in the air above my heart. I'm going to lift and pull my shoulders away from the floor and lower, and lift and lower. My head's coming up with my shoulders, up and down. 4 more. Just my shoulders. 2 more. 1 more. And nice. My arms are going to lift above my head as far as they can go. And back over my heart. And lift above and over my heart. Take a look right down here. I'm using my core to make sure that my back is not arching off the floor. My ribs don't leave the floor as my arms go above. And 1 more. Up and excellent. Knee comes in and out. And in and out. So my arms come in past my knee. And in and out. Switch legs. Just doing 1 leg at a time. 3, 2, 1. These are easy warm-up exercises that we're doing right now. And focus exercises. So as my leg comes up, make sure that the small of your back does not arch off the floor. This would be what we're trying to avoid, is damp and arch. So use these muscles to stabilize. Keep your pelvis in neutral as that leg comes up and down. Yep. Other side. So move at a pace that feels right for you. You don't have to go as fast as I do. In fact, slower, you're going to work harder. And excellent. All right. So now, option 1, you will repeat 1 leg at a time. Yes. And you could alternate. Option 2, you will bring the legs up and just take them to about 90 degrees, right there. Option 3, your legs are going to reach your toes toward the floor. And option 4, you are going to come up into a crunch, lifting your head and shoulders. Try to get your shoulder blades off of the floor and down. So you could do the crunch part with option 1. Up and down. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And 1. And you could do the same thing with the ball. You would place it between your thighs, and emphasis on squeezing that ball. And you could do here, or here. A little change with the arms, if you can. Go down. Instead of going straight back up, swoop like you're making a snow angel and lift. And snow angel lift. And snow angel lift. Make sure you're still stabilizing your spine. We've got a whole lot more moving parts now. 2 more. 1 more. Guess what? Both arms over to one side. So how do you do this without, here's option 1. Actually, you would be here. Option 1. Shoulders stay down, legs, the pull comes from the contraction of your belly button towards your spine, right there. Yep. Option 2, lifting that shoulder off the floor as we reach across. And option 3, adding the other arm and bigger movement, reaching for the floor with those legs. There we go. Doing the option that works right for you today. Should we go to the other side? I'll demonstrate on this side. If you're doing just one arm, lifting, or you could be here, or you could be there. Yes, it all works. You hear me? That's your reminder to breathe. Exhale, there. Inhale. Exhale. How about one more? All right, that all started on that same base movement that we did originally. Hopefully you've got a nice warm core now, and then some. When we work the front of the spine, it's also great to work opposing muscle group. Let's work the muscles that go along the back of the spine. So option number 1, for all of my people with shoulder issues, please start with your hands underneath your shoulders and take your head, keep it as a part of your spine. So we are not going to lift with your chin or forehead. Keep your head, nice view of the floor. So I'm just lifting my chest off the floor. I'm not pushing, as you'll see, I'm not pushing up with my arms. So I'm using these muscles to lift myself off the floor. Yes? And for those of you with no shoulder issues, you can reach your arms above your head and create a little bit more resistance with that weight of your arms farther away from your body. Lift and hold that. Pull back so your elbows come in towards your ribs. Reach down. Think of shoulder blades squeezing back. Hold there. Push your toes and the tops of your feet into the floor. You're not arching. And down. So this is the opposite of those snow angels we did earlier. And lift and release. So you could be here. If you had problems with the shoulders, here's your option. Or there. should have moved my couch just a little farther back, but it's okay. I have long arms. 2, 1 more, 1, excellent. All right, on our sides, working more through the obliques, I'm going to, option 1, bring my elbow underneath my ribs, and I'm going to just lift and lower. Hopefully you can see that. I'm putting my arm on my bottom rib so you can see how it moves up and then it moves down. And it moves up and it moves down. So that's option 1. Option 2, you are going to lift your hips and your ribs up and down, and up and down, and up and down. 1 more, up, stay right there. So if you were doing the first one, you would be right here. Just lift it up, yes? So you're here or here. Take this arm and bring it straight forward. Now that weight is going to want to have you rotate or turn your hips. This is where you are working hard to stabilize and maintain the same shape with your spine. Yes. 2, and still lifted tall in 1, and let's go to the other side. So again, option 1 is lift the ribs, relax. Lift the ribs, relax. I have my arm there just to emphasize so you can see the movement of my ribs up and down. Option 2 is the lift with the hips and the ribs. Yep. And up and down and up and down and up and down and up. 1 more and we'll stay up. Stay right there. Bring that arm straight forward, keeping stable with the shape of your spine. Open. You should feel all of this also through the back of your shoulder and through your back. So good for your posture. Lift it high through your ribs, high through your hips. 2, 1, and relax. I think, somebody's got a... All right, so this next one is a fun one with the ball. It goes between the ankles, or right above the ankles, more shin. Option 1, you'll take your upper torso to the floor, and you'll be here, and you are going to extend your legs. Notice I'm not going toward the floor this way with my toes, but I'm taking my shins and I'm trying to keep them parallel with the floor, but I'm reaching for the opposite wall. So how far you go is going to be depending on flexibility and strength of your core. So if you go here and you start to feel tilt and arch of your back, tilt of the pelvis, stop, make sure you pull, hold that. If you still feel that pull, that's the farthest you can go. You got to come back and out and in. If this does not work for you, 1 foot to the floor, you're going to go out and in. Our first exercise we did was here, going to the floor. This one is extending out. Yep. and in. This remains stable. You may also go higher toward the ceiling to accomplish this, but I'm going to try to keep my legs parallel to the floor. I'm talking about the tops of my shins. Yes. And one more. And good. How did you do with that one? Take your legs straight up. This one's fun. I'm going to scissor. I'm still squeezing, and I'm squeezing the ball this way, as though I would cut it with the scissors. And now I'm squeezing this way, in, and I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to scissor, squeeze, 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 using the core to make sure that you are not arching off the floor, spine's not moving. And how did you do with that? All right, so the ball is here. You could use a pillow, or you don't have to have anything. So I'm going to reach up and down, up and down. So I'm going to grab the ball. Sorry, I keep running into it. Grab the ball. I'm going to place it back here, squeeze. So option one, you'll notice how much I'm bending my knees. Option two, option three, and how far you go to the floor depends again on how far you can go without your pelvis rocking and your back arching. All right. That was just a quick set of core on the floor. I'm going to use my ball for a pillow. Isn't that nice? Again, if you don't have a ball, this is a bender ball. You can order them online. I'll roll over so you don't have to look at my back. Just look up bender ball, B-E-N-D-E-R ball. All right, so I hope that is a set that will give you a decent core workout. Nice, a lot of stabilization. We got some rib cage, we got some obliques. Getting a little stronger, doing what you can every day. Stay home, stay healthy.